G'day little ones, and welcome back to your special bedtime story with Rachel. As you get comfy, get ready for a magic trip. Tonight, we'll join Citrine and Sola on their quest to find June, the woodland sprite. So take in a big breath and let it out slowly. Feel the happy tingles inside as we start tonight's special story. So close your eyes, open your hearts, and let the magic begin. As the sun climbed over the courtyard, a peaceful silence settled in. Theodore and Rowan had just set off on their quest to find the master drumming dragon. Citrine, Leander, and Sola the sunflower dragon watched the boys turn into tiny specks in the vast sky. The warmth of the sunrise wrapping around them like a cosy blanket, stitched with sunlight. Citrine took a deep breath in and out before speaking. They're off on their quest. Now we must go on ours. Between us, we'll find a way to heal this veil of shadow that's creeping across our land. Leander nodded, taking a calming breath himself, his voice steady. Indeed, I'll be heading to the ministry to coordinate our communication efforts soon. But first, Citrine, what are your plans? Can I help you with anything before I leave? Citrine's eyes sparkled as she breathed deeply, centering herself. Thank you, my love. I feel we need a way to speak with the animals, and not just by visiting every creek, crook, and cranny. Sola and I will head to the Southern Meadows Great Library to find some answers. Leander smiled. Then you should speak to June, the woodland sprite. It's said that he can communicate with all creatures. He's settled somewhere in our kingdom. He's quite private though. Sola's scales shimmered. I've heard of June's hidden valley. It's said to be where all the paths cross. As they discussed their plans, they paused to take a collective breath. Feel the rhythmic drumming of their heartbeat and the gentle hug of the golden light. Feeling the unity that bound them, it reminded them that their quests were all threads of the same blanket. Leander gathered his things for the ministry, and Citrine and Sola set off on their journey. The sun warmed their backs, and the breeze carried the sweet scent of flowers, guiding them as they flew over the Southern Meadows. Soon the Sunflower Clan's library appeared, its golden walls shimmering with carvings of sunflowers and herbs. At the library's entrance, an ancient dragon emerged from what looked like a pile of papers, his eyes holding the wisdom of countless ages. Welcome, Citrine of the Sunflower Clan, and Sola of Sunflower. What knowledge do you seek today? Citrine stepped forward, her voice full of love. We're looking for information about June, the woodland sprite who can speak with all creatures. The dragon nodded. Ah, June, a most elusive being. The information you seek is in the whispers of wings. May your search be fruitful. Entering the library, they were greeted with a soft golden light and the comforting scent of books and herbs. Citrine and Sola breathed in deeply as they made their way to the whisper of wings, where maps and journals shimmered with magic. As Sola touched one of the journals, it glowed, and the walls began to whisper in a language only she could understand. The air filled with a soft rustle of invisible wings and trails of stardust. Sola, with her eyes closed in concentration, sat with these living books, her scales reflecting with ancient magic. After what felt like hours, or perhaps mere moments, she opened her eyes, sparkling with new knowledge. I know where to find June. The books have shown me the way to the hidden valley. The nexus is where all the paths meet. It's deep in the heart of the Southern Meadows. Citrine breathed deeply. That's wonderful, Sola. Can you guide us there? Sola nodded. Yes, I can guide us. We will follow the whispers of the wind and the trails of stardust. And once there, we will locate where the paths cross. And that could take us a while unless we had a... Sola paused as the guardian dragon appeared, standing in the doorway, offering a small, unremarkable rock. This is the crystal of inner sight. To use it, face the stars of the dog. Hold it to your heart. Thank it for its service and ask to see what you need. Be cautious with your requests. Keep your heart's thoughts pure. With this new gift, Citrine and Sola left the library. They took a few deep breaths in and out, bringing a calm to their spirits. And you can breathe deeply too, in and out. Citrine turned to Sola. Well then, are we ready? Sola breathed calmly. As ready as we'll ever be. Let's find June. She lowered her golden wing, and Citrine settled into the natural curve where Sola's neck meets her shoulders. Just like you might snuggle into your pillow now. With a gentle push, they were in the air, following the whispers of wind and the faint trails of stardust only Sola could see. The meadow below transformed into a golden blanket, with streams like silver threads weaving through it. As they approached the heart of the Southern Meadows, the air hummed with an energy, and the crystal of inner sight pulsed warmly in Sola's claws. We are getting close to where the nexus should be. Citrine nodded, her eyes scanning the landscape. Sola landed on a sun-warmed rock and carefully held the crystal facing the stars of the dog. The crystal began to glow, its light dancing across her scales. She held it to her heart, thanking it. Please show me the path of others. The crystal revealed many paths crossing ahead. Sola smiled. Come on, let's go back up. They followed the luminous trails, the crystal glowing stronger as they neared a crescent lake that mirrored the sky, its surface rippling with something golden. Sola landed on the moss-kissed earth of a small island near the middle. This time, let's both see. Rest your hand on my heart, and I'll rest the crystal on your heart. They thanked the crystal of inner sight once more, asking to see the unseen. The air shimmered, and lots of doorways appeared, each with its own heartbeat. Citrine took a sharp, deep breath in. Wow, that's a lot to see, she breathed out slowly. Sola laughed softly. Indeed, it is. Now let's focus on our goal. With another request, all but one doorway faded. The last one left softly pulsed with the heartbeat of the land around it. Citrine and Sola breathed in and out, and you can breathe in and out. But before they could walk through the door, the air in front of them began to move and shimmer, making a door out of little creatures soft and small. Butterflies made the top part, and woodland friends made the sides, their fur and feathers moving in an impossible breeze. And right in the middle, fish swam through the air like it was water. Inside the magical door, they saw a big dragon with shiny black and red scales and soft silver horns. And next to her was a man. His eyes sparkled like stars, hair as dark as chocolate, and a voice that was soft and safe. Hello, Citrine and Sola from Sunflower. Welcome to the Vale. I am June, and the whispers told me you were coming, and that you would need my help. June had a light that glowed, making everything feel safe and warm. He stepped back into the door and asked them to follow. Come, see the magic of this hidden place, he said. With a nod from June, Glimmergale the dragon lowered her massive black wing for Citrine and June to climb on. It was like getting into a cosy nest. As they flew over the vale, Citrine and Sola gasped, amazed by what they saw. Below them, a world of magic unfolded, with all sorts of plants, animals, and creatures living together in peace. The air was full of calm, and Citrine and Sola breathed deeply and peacefully in and out, feeling the love around them. And you can breathe deeply too, in and out. June's voice floated on the wind, telling tales of hidden connections. Beneath us is the plant's whisper web, It's an old network that spreads out like a big, cosy blanket. It covers all around the world. It's invisible to most, but it's so full of life and love. June smiled as he gently waved his hand toward the landscape. This network connects us all. As they glided through the air, June spoke of how this hidden web worked, much like their kingdom's wireless systems of talking to each other. Except this one was hardwired to every place in the world. June continued, by being quiet and thoughtful, you can send messages anywhere. It's like whispering to friends in far-off places. They landed on a hill as soft as a pillow. June nodded to a patch of grass rising like green velvet. This is my home, he said, where everyone is welcome and love is everywhere. They were surprised when a door made of living vines appeared. June's eyes, calm and deep, met their wide eyes with a smile. Not everything is as it seems, he said, as he led them inside, where magic was all around. Water flowed up a mossy wall, and fireflies moved around in clouds carrying light. June sat on a mushroom and nodded to an earthworm next to Citrine's foot. The whisper web is not just something you use. It keeps every moment of love and connection written in love. The air felt like it breathed as deeply as they did. Sola's scales glistened. That's amazing. But why haven't we known about this before? June gazed through the window as he spoke. Well, sometimes we forget, but the web will always remember. It can recall the smallest whispers from the times before the mountains were even the tiniest pebbles. Citrine leaned in close, her sunflower necklace shining. How do we connect to this whisper web? June's eyes twinkled. My dear one, you are already connected. Your golden dreams are its whispers. The soft drumming is its heartbeat. He held up a little seed and said, you just need to remember. The seed glowed orange as he said, to send a message, you must first become the message. Citrine sighed. How do we become the message? June smiled as the seed vanished into a golden mist, swirling into small bridges floating in the air. Breathing deeply, he said, you become the message by becoming its language, and love is the language it speaks. You see, love connects everything and it keeps life going. The golden mist made lacy patterns as June continued. You see these connections? They can only carry whispers powered by love. The walls hummed with a slow, deep beat. June's words were soft When we are love, we talk love, and we can send our whispers all over. The closer you are to the earth, the stronger you'll feel it. That's why worms are the fastest messengers. They write love notes in the soil as they move through life. The little worm buried itself into the soil next to them, and June breathed deeply and slowly. Funny, isn't it? When you lay on the soil, or sit in a tree, or talk to a worm, you are whispering to the whole world. Sola's eyes got big. Oh, is it because some animals spend so much time close to the earth that they always seem to know just what's needed? Yes, June nodded, his eyes twinkling. And why birds take a little longer, because they're up in the sky so much further from the earth's whispers, but they have their own special way of connecting. After learning more, they enjoyed a light supper with magical berries that sparkled like tiny stars, and tea that changed flavours with every sip, bringing tastes from all over the world. June showed them to hammocks woven from moonflower vines, their petals softly glowing in the twilight. As Citrine and Sola settled in, the vines seemed to cradle them, adjusting to provide the perfect comfort. Night blanketed them, and fireflies breathed clouds of stars above them. Citrine's necklace glowed, casting warm lights on the walls. June's eyes met Citrine's pendant. He looked up and said, "Your sunflower light. It's not just a glow. It's a beacon of pure love. The whispers of the web recognize you as their own. This light will carry you and your messages far and wide, touching hearts across the world." June offered to have them stay the night, and he said, "Rest here, and I'll guide you through a special sleep routine I learned from Glimmergale when my brothers and sisters and I were younglings. It will help you connect even deeper with the whisper web as you dream." Citrine and June settled into the moonvine hammocks, wiggling around to get comfy, just like you settling into your cozy bed. The dragons snuggled underneath on the soft mossy ground, their scales glistening in the gentle glow around them. They all took deep, big breaths in and out, feeling safe and warm. And you can take a big breath in and out too, imagining you feel just as safe and warm as they do. June's voice gently filled the air. Close your eyes. Take deep breaths in and out, and imagine your mind as thoughts floating down through the vines into the ground, down into the earth. Everyone, including you, breathed deeply, imagining they were travelling down into the earth, following these little threads. June continued breathing in and out. Picture a warm golden light of love in your heart. It travels through you, through the earth, powering up your connection to the whispering web. With each breath, let it grow stronger. Citrine and the dragons breathed slowly as they imagined a light of love expanding, growing stronger. As you breathe, your light expands too, filling you with warmth and peace. June's words flowed like a soothing lullaby. Feel the web of life pulsing through you. And remember, when you become love, you speak love. Your thoughts, your feelings ripple out, touching all living things. As they relaxed, they sensed the world whispering secrets just within reach. The air seemed to shimmer with unseen connections, and the ground hummed softly around them. Citrine and Sola, and even you, breathed slowly in and out, feeling more connected to the world with each breath. June continued, now think of someone or something that you really love. Let that feeling grow in your heart. See it travelling through the whispering web, carried by tiny creatures, spreading across the land. Citrine thought of Leander and her boys. She felt her chest grow warm as light flowed from her heart and into the whispering web. Her pendant glowed even more brightly, and the air shimmered with these connections like threads of stardust. June's voice wafted past them. When you become love, you speak love. Your thoughts, your feelings ripple, touching all living things. Now send your message of love and healing. With that, Citrine felt a gentle flow of pure love. She felt at one with this web of life. Light sparkled behind her eyelids as June's voice continued to float past their ears and into their dreams. When you become love, you speak with love, and your love will find the hidden paths waiting to be rediscovered. Rest, release. You are love. Wrapped in nature's magic, feeling the pulse of the universal heartbeat, Citrine and Sola knew their connection supported their work. They drifted off to a deep, nourishing sleep, their dreams filled with golden light and the soft rhythm of Earth's heartbeat. And as you drift off to sleep, you too can feel the warmth of love in your heart, spreading out to touch the world around you. Let it guide you in your peaceful dreams, knowing that you too are part of this beautiful web of life. Sleep well.